Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the basic definitions, fertility, fecundity, and measures of fertility rates. First and foremost, fertility. Fertility refers to the births occurring to women of childbearing age. Fertility refers to the births occurring to women of childbearing age. Childbearing age of women is 15 to 49. Remember this. The childbearing age refers to the age of females between 15 to 49. This period we also call it as a germination period. Fecundity, the capacity of a woman to bear children. It is a maximum fertility level that can be attained. See here, a female can carry a baby these days. I mean, at the present current situation, one or at the most two. But in the olden days, there are like 3, 4 triplets, 4, 5, 6, like that. And we have seen many such cases also. Fecundity means the capacity of a woman to bear children. It is a maximum fertility level that can be attained by a woman. Now, some measures of fertility rates are given below. Number 1, CBR, crude birth rate. Number 2, GFR. 3, ASFR. And 4, TFR. Crude birth rate. Definition: the average number of live births occurring to 1000 individuals in a year. See, the average number of births occurring to 1000 individuals in a year. Generally, in the entire vital statistics, we are calculating the fertility rate or mortality rate or reproductive rate in terms of 1000 individuals or 1000 population only. Okay, how least the population you take, the best measure you will be getting it. I mean, precise measure you will be getting it, rate. I mean, now look at that formula. CBR equals to number of live births in a year divided by average population in the year multiplied by 1000 individuals. Here population I said you should be considered as 1000. Let us see some merits and demerits of it. It is very simple to understand and easy to calculate, obviously, because it does not require detailed information, just it requires total births by total population. Remember students, in CBR, total population or average population in the sense irrespective of the sex ratio, I mean male or female, so both the population should be considered. So it is very simple to understand and easy to calculate. It does not require detailed information. It indicates the rate of growth of population due to live births. So overall, the rate of growth can be briefly given by using CBR, but exactly the rate cannot be taken only by using CBR. Remember this, because so many drawbacks we have in CBR. Let us see those drawbacks. Demerits: it ignores the age and sex composition of the population. It takes both men and women population into consideration. It cannot be used to compare birth rates of two or more populations. So these are the drawbacks, demerits of CBR. Now, shall we see the note? One small note: only live births are considered, but still births are ignored to measure vital statistics. Remember, we have taken into consideration only live births, but still the births who are occurring, I mean which are happening, the births, live births which are happening, those will not be considered to calculate. Who have already born as well as the live birth is there, occurred, only those cases we are considering, but not still births. Remember this. So this is the concept of CBR. Next, GFR, general fertility rate. See, in CBR we have seen some drawbacks. Number one, age and sex compositions are not being taken into consideration. Number two, it considers both male and female population, which is absolutely wrong way to identify the rate of growth. Because when you calculate fertility, births happening to women, so we need to calculate only in terms of women and its women population. Okay, but whenever you take the male population, obviously that method may not be suitable to identify the rate of growth of population. It may give you the brief idea, just like CBR, without having detailed information. But still, when in which method the detailed information, see, obviously why these many methods have been introduced, I keep on saying this in class, because if we restrict ourselves with one method, if it has some drawbacks, obviously the next method has to be introduced to overcome those drawbacks, demerits. The same way in CBR we have some drawbacks, because in CBR we consider only total number of births occurred, live births occurred, divided by total population, male and female together population, into 1000, which is absolutely wrong way to identify and calculate. That is the reason, to overcome the demerit of CBR, we calculated GFR. Now see, CBR relates to only live births and total population, since the total number of live births depends upon the women population of childbearing. To overcome this limitation, we study the general fertility rate. Let us see the definition. The average number of live births occurring to 1000 women, underline this, the average number of live births occurring to 1000 women of childbearing age in a year. As I mentioned, childbearing age of women is 15 to 49. It's a germination period. So here two things we need to observe. Comparatively CBR, in CBR both male and female population is considered, but where in GFR only women population. That is the first demerit has been converted to merit of GFR from CBR. Second demerit of CBR has become merit of GFR. What is that? Age composition. 15 to 49 alone we are considering, that is a childbearing age. Even when you calculate female birth rate in using GFR, only women population, that too childbearing age 15 to 49 women only has to be taken into consideration. Then only you can calculate GFR. See the formula there. GFR equals to number of live births in a year divided by total number of women of childbearing age in the year into 1000. So GFR, number of live births by women population of childbearing age 15 to 49 alone, the childbearing should be calculated, multiplied by 1000. So look at this formula in a short way. Births divided by female population of childbearing 15 to 49 into 1000. See, let us see the merits and demerits. It is simple to understand and easy to calculate, obviously, because very simple way to calculate this one, and easily you can understand this. Next merit, it considers only female population. Remember CBR, female and male both will be considered. That's why it has a demerit, CBR. Now in GFR, that demerit has become merit here. Here we have considered only female population. There we have the limitation, male and female should be taken, but here we overcome that limitation, only female has to be taken. It considers age and sex compositions to a certain extent. Yes, 15 to 49 particular age we are considering. Below 15 completely ignore, after 49 ignore it. Now demerits. It does not consider age composition in childbearing age, right? Childbearing 15 to 49 we are taken into consideration, but how much age group, the magnitude between the ages should be taken, that is ignored in GFR. Now that drawback, that demerit has to be overcome in the next method. It cannot be used to compare fertility rates of two or more population. Obviously it cannot be used, because where you are taking consideration of particular age group with how much magnitude, and then female population considered, childbearing considered, but you ignored age group between years, age groups, the magnitude between the age groups you have ignored. At the same time, mortality of female you have ignored. So mortality of female 15 to 49, we are taking under the assumption that all the women are surviving till the childbearing, but according to our basic knowledge, do we think that all the women will survive? Of course not. One example I'll give you. Suppose there is a girl at the age of 15, she got married. At the age of 16, she gave birth to one female. So 16th age of mother gave birth to one baby girl. Now mother's age is 16, baby's age is 1 year. Now that baby female, again at the age of 15 or 16, she gets married. By that time the mother's age will become double this one, I mean around 30 plus. Now the first mother becomes grandmother, second daughter becomes mother, again granddaughters getting married, and she gave birth to one more female. Now think about the first woman, grandmother, what's her age? Around 50 plus. Like that, every 15 to 49, it's a recycling process. Okay, by that time the first mother may not be surviving. Am I clear? The first mother definitely may not be surviving. In your home only there is a best example. If you think, you as a child, baby girl, girl child, your mother, your grandmother, you gets married and you give birth to one more female, baby girl. By that time your mother becomes grandmother, your grandmother becomes great grandmother, right? Again your daughter gets married and she gives birth to one more baby girl. Then your age will become around, you become a mother, you become a grandmother, and your mother becomes great grandmother. Next one more mother may not be surviving. Hardly how many generations we can see? 3 to 4, right? So definitely mother, great grandmother, grandmother, they may or may not survive till the 4th generation. So that kind of mortality we are totally ignoring in fertility rates. That's the reason we cannot compare fertility rates of two populations. At the same time, we cannot indicate the rate of growth of population due to births, because we assume that all the women are survived, which is absolutely wrong note. Women may not be surviving till the 49th age of your own generation. One generation to other generation, one decade to other decade, many things may change, right? So this is a major drawback of fertility rates, which we cannot identify or indicate the rate of growth of population due to births, because we assume that all the women are surviving, which is absolutely wrong thinking. Am I clear, students? So this is a concept of GFR, general fertility rate. So till here let us have one more just brief session about fertility. We learnt fertility refers to the births occurring to women of childbearing age, which is 15 to 49. Very very important question, 1 mark question. What is the childbearing age of women? 15 to 49. What is the period called? Germination period. Fecundity, the capacity of a woman bearing children or to bear children. So that is the fecundity. It is a maximum fertility level that can be attained. Now 4 measures, CBR and GFR we have seen so far. CBR, total live births by total population, irrespective of whether they are male or female, whatever it is, overall total should be taken. That's the reason CBR is nowhere perfect method of identifying the rate of growth of population. Formula, number of births by average population in the year into 1000. Merits and demerits. Simple method, doesn't require more information. It indicates the rate of growth of population in a brief manner because overall you are taking it. Next, demerit, completely age and sex you are ignoring it. Both men and women population you are taking. Whenever you calculate about births, death means male and female, there is no difference. Everybody it happens, right, at particular time. But wherein births means only female can give the birth and only female has a chance to grow the population. Clear? When a female gives birth to a female, population increases. Again that female gives birth to a female, again third generation. Again that female gives birth to one more female, generation 4. At the 4th generation, the first generation mother may not be surviving. Again 5th generation baby, the 4th generation 2nd generation mother may not be surviving. Totally we are ignoring it. Clear? So note, only live births are considered but still births are ignored to measure vital statistics. General fertility rate. CBR has many limitations. Male and female both you consider. No age and no sex compositions. We cannot compare fertility rate, isn't it? Detailed information is not at all needed. Very simple and easy to calculate, understand. But only one positive merit is it gives you a brief idea about rate of growth of population due to live births. That's it. Except that, nothing new. So look at that definition. The average number of live births occurring to 1000 women. Now sex composition considered. Of childbearing age 15 to 49, age composition considered. But in this age composition, overall 15 to 49 you are taking it, but not individual age group with what magnitude. That is a question mark. That's why one of the demerit, it does not consider age composition in childbearing. It considers only childbearing, but in the childbearing, age compositions is not considered. It cannot be used to compare fertility rate. Just now I have explained. There is no mortality of women. We assume that there is no mortality. That's why it cannot be used to compare. It does not indicate rate of growth of population due to births because it is based on the part of the population only. Right? So this is all about GFR. So I hope you are clear. So this is the notes. You just make a note by pressing pause button. You can write the notes. Clear? Those who are having textbooks, you can refer textbook also. So till here, GFR, I have explained. So in the next class, I am going to give the remaining two concepts, age specific fertility rate as well as total fertility rate, which are very very important in fertility rates concept. So by this, I am going to end up this class till general fertility rate. Thank you.